The topic that we're going to talk about today is xenophobia. Our team members are Natalia Castañeda, Juan José Fonseca, Juan Sebastian Salazar, and Juliana Perdomo. What is xenophobia? The exact definition is the dislike of people from other countries. This means a type of discrimination. With the passage of the time, a lot of ways of discrimination have been present in Colombia's history, but they have evolved and changed their ways of seeing the people. This is the reason why the xenophobia is a big problem nowadays. Now we know what is xenophobia, but what is this a problem for our society? The Colombian people don't agree with the fact that people of other countries, as an example Venezuela, needs help and realize that our country in this moment have a better lifestyle, and probably they will have more opportunities of work, or at least life in a better conditions. This problem can be visible in different levels of reaction, from a simple rejection to a murder. Some people think that the Venezuela people are contamination, and that are only in Colombia for unbalance the country, and also all the hate is given to the immigrants.
In less than 3 years, 700,000 of Venezuelans emigrate to Colombia. Those are only the reported immigrants. This was caused by the national crisis. The problem began with the last president, Hugo Chavez. His ideology divides the country in two, the Chavistas and the anti-Chavistas. Through the years, the rift between both sides becomes more and more pronounced. In 2013, Maduro took the power. He became increasingly authoritarian in his rule. All the legal procedures increased in terms of irregularities. He began with represses to the political demonstrations or street protests against the regime. The lack of political vulnerability, politician skills, and bad leadership took Venezuela to their actual political crisis, economical crisis, and their humanitarian crisis. Consequently, Venezuela falls in a lack of resources in general. The people run away their countries in order to search for new opportunities. Also to improve their life quality, mostly in our country. Their national neighbors complain about receiving that big quantity of immigrants.
So, okay, approximately in Colombia, 820,000 Venezuelans arrived in Colombia, in which 23% established in Bogota, the 11% in the Guajira, and another 11% in the north of Cucuta, and a 9% in the Atlantic, which indicates that Bogota is the most populous city by Venezuelans. Of the 8,070,000, 381,000 are already recognized and have already economic help. 432,000 are in the process of being recognized, and 45,000 are not recognized. That means that don't have help from the government. And 47,000 have already been having a healthy services. Okay, so in Colombia, many people have generated his hate for Venezuelans because It affects the economy because a large percentage of Colombians are dismissed to hire Venezuelans who work to work more hours to a low salary. In Colombia, 5 people get killed Venezuelans by Colombia. The last year, 2018, 174 Venezuelans dead in Bogota and in the north of Cucuta. And that is the percentage that Venezuelans arrive to Colombia.
Enrique Bunduri said that no country or flag, no race or condition, no limits or borders. He is a foreigner. We are all one. And that means that everyone has the same rights. And because of that, no one can be harmed. In other words, people cannot be judged by their characteristics or their issues. The problem lies in two things. The first one, which is intolerance, since man is not able to assimilate the problems of other people, what leads them to selfishness. And the second one, which the indifference, since normally something does not happen to the ones, we don't care about that, which as a consequence generates a certain rejection. Finally, the xenophobia could not be a problem if we treat and help others as if we're someone you love. So before a lot of tolerance, we have had a comprehensible society. In our Colombia case, we have our Venezuelan brothers who had passed a bit difficulty with his presidents, and nowadays that's part of the population is in our country. We conclude that a possible solution could be to make projects to help the Venezuelans by finishing the government of Maduro.